Time is just gone 8:34 a.m. as we continue this morning, and we are now looking at justice for marhum Mubeen Shamsoodien, rahimahumullah. He was brutally gunned down on New Year's Eve, and as a community who are fed up with crime, the case is going to be heard on Monday at the Equitable Court. And there is an appeal that is going out to the community to sign a petition so that the accused does not get bail. And we're going across now to be joined by the elder brother of marhum Mubeen rahimahumullah. We're speaking with Jamil Umar. Jamil, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jummah Mubarak to you and welcome.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jummah Mubarak to you. Jazakallah.
Yes, clearly we are saddened by the loss of your brother, rahimahumullah. We make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you and the family strength. Obviously, it's not easy coping and dealing with this situation, considering that this was a brutal murder. It was a brutal gunning down of your brother on a New Year's Eve. And I think I know it's not easy, but for those who are not familiar, some context and some background into what had actually happened to your marhum brother.
Jazakallah Inayat. Mubeen was a police official. He joined the police in 1991. And he served the Lorium community up until 1997. Mubeen was seriously injured during an arrest while arresting housebreaking suspects, and he was in a coma for a couple of months. When he recovered, alhamdulillah, he recovered. The police wanted to subject him to a desk job, and that was not Mubeen. And Mubeen decided to leave the service, and he studied in Bloemfontein, and alhamdulillah became a lawyer up until New Year's Eve. He served the community well. He served the community all his life in the police and whilst he was an attorney. Mubeen was senselessly murdered and killed. He was shot down in cold blood by the suspect Muhammad Shahid Khan. Mubeen went out that evening just after Maghrib to greet an acquaintance, and apparently the suspect and some of his friends were drinking alcohol and they were drunk, and the suspect Mubeen had a small chat, according to witnesses, with the suspect, and Mubeen turned around, and Mubeen's last words, according to the witnesses, were, "I'm a Muslim, I'm not scared to die," and the suspect shot him dead. It was senseless. Mubeen leaves behind his wife, his 17-year-old daughter, Sabiha. She was not here when Mubeen was murdered. She, alhamdulillah, she went for Umrah, and she wasn't here for the mayat. The suspect appeared in court the Tuesday after he was murdered. The suspect was denied bail. I was contacted by the community policing forum, Shaheen Wahab, who advised me that the community was outraged with the senseless killing of Mubeen, and the community was wanting the suspect to be denied bail and to be kept in custody. And I was called to a meeting with various leaders of the community, religious community leaders, and a campaign was then launched to object bail. Petitions were signed, and alhamdulillah, the suspect was denied bail and is still in custody. Inaya, the next court appearance date will be the 25th of this month at Richwell Court E. The case has been transferred from the magistrates court to the regional court.
Yes, in fact, I know it's not easy, obviously, reliving the moment and talking about it as a family as well. And also, from what you've described, Jamil, that, Mubin enjoying that rapport with the community, and the fact that his last words were, I am a Muslim and I'm not afraid to die. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. It is in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's hands. And we continue making dua that, Allah grant him forgiveness, fill his qabr with nur, and
Amen.
grant him the highest stages in Jannah, inshallah. But
Amen.
it's I suppose it's very encouraging to see the level of support that you and the family are getting from the community itself.
Alhamdulillah, G. A lot of support, especially from the community policing forum. They were actually the policing forum as well as the community were responsible for the identification and arrest of the suspect with the firearm. So, a lot of support, a lot of love from the community, and as a family, we would just like to appreciate, or just to let the community policing forum and the community of Lodium know that we really appreciate their love and support from our family side. G. Um, it's difficult. It's hard so, but Alhamdulillah, so far we are pleased with the police investigation. The police have been on the ball. We've been kept updated with developments. The firearm that was used as well was an unlicensed firearm, and the police are looking into it. It's important for us as a family to get closure. We would like to know, the community would like to know whether this firearm was used in other offenses, other murders, other robberies. So, all this support and information coming from the police and community policing forum is overwhelming.
Yes, one thing you mentioned is for the family to get closure, and this is not easy. And we say Alhamdulillah that the suspect has been apprehended and taken to custody very, very soon, because sometimes these things drag, and many families don't find closure because they don't know what has happened. And also, in terms of the justice system, I'm sure that Jamil, you and the family are hoping that this will be speedily addressed, and also at the same time this is the reason why you are pushing for him not to even get bail at all, so that they can speed up the process and get closure as soon as possible.
I mean, 100%, Inayat.
Yes, well, we will definitely follow developments, Jamil. But Jazakallah to you. As I mentioned, it hasn't been easy to come on and talk about it, but for providing us with that update, we continue making dua for you and the family, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you the patience and the ability and the strength to actually deal with it. And also, it goes,
Amen.
our hearts go out to Jamil's family. You mentioned his daughter, his wife, and the rest of the family as well. Please pass our best and our duas to them.
Amen. Jazakallah, Inayat. Assalamu
Ameen.
alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jamil Umar, the eldest brother of marhum Mubeen Umar, who was brutally gunned down on a New Year's Eve. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy on each and every one. The time is just gone 8:43. We're going to go for a break. We'll be back.